Okay, awesome guys. Welcome to the weekly Q&A. If you're new, basically what we're doing on these Q&A calls is if you're new, if you have questions, if you need help with your trades on strategy mode, this is where we're gonna go through those. So yeah, if you have questions, put them into the chat, and then we can kind of go through all the questions one by one. We have some trades playing out right now. NZD-CAD was one that got recently triggered. I don't know if you guys watched the weekly review, but that one is slightly in profit now, I believe. So we'll see how that one plays out. USCHF is making a run up again, almost about to hit TP if you're in that. And again, if you're watching this on YouTube, the replay, you can put your questions into the comments. If you're watching this on Facebook, because we're also going live on Facebook, the Facebook group. So if you're watching from there, you can also put your comments into the comment section, or your questions into the comment section. I don't know if you guys saw the stock split on Tesla and Apple. It's quite interesting. Good time to open some longs for that. Yeah, there's a bunch of equities trades always happening. I don't know if you guys are trading equities. I will start making videos on these too. So on the weekly trade review, I'm going to start including some equities. So that's going to be fun. More trading opportunities as well. Does beauty plans use strategy mode in 1 4 hour? We used to do the strategy mode in a 4 hour. But what we've seen is that a lot of people they don't know how to day trade, and the 4 hour is a lot quicker than daily. So a lot of people were having issues trading the 4 hour strategy mode just because you need a little more screen time, a little more experience to do those. So we took that off because more people were making better gains using the daily. So we only want to give people the best experience. And if people are not ready for the 4 hour and we give them access to that and they don't know how to use it, then they're going to blame us basically. So that's something that's going to come back in the future, just using a different kind of execution. So we don't have a timeline on that, but that's going to come back down the road. So if you do want to trade on the low time frames, what I recommend you do is just start overlaying your strategy mode trades with X mode. So turn strategy mode and X mode both on, and see how these trades come together on the daily. And then eventually you're going to get used to these levels, and then you can go down to the 4 hour and then take the same trades on the 4 hour. So that's something you can do. That's the way I learned X mode, is just seeing how these strategy mode trades are put together, and then learning these levels, and then putting together kind of my own strategy on the 4 hours. So that's something that you can do if you want to learn how to use X mode. That's probably the best way to do it. Yeah, it's always good to overlay both strategy mode and X mode. That way you can see what's going on. Do you have any other questions for me? Bougie? Is it Bougie or Boogie? If you have more questions. Yeah, we can probably add commodities and metals indices into the trade review as well. I don't think there was anything this week on metals. Let's see. This one has some, one opportunity on metals. I think commodities, there was one, I believe. Yeah, there's one here in commodities. Corn, nothing on beans. Oil seems very slow lately. Looks like there's pretty much no volume in the oil market right now. So regarding X mode, is there also such a thing as repeated trades? Do you also avoid trades that have been repeated 20 times, long time frames? Yeah, for me personally, I take them once and then I move on, because there's so many opportunities in X mode. I don't really need to take them more than once. So I usually take it once or twice, and then I look for something else. I used to trade this pair, USD-ZAR. I used to trade that one. Has some good moves. Good short opportunity on this one too, but again, we don't recommend trading exotics. But I used to trade USD-ZAR and USD Mexican, or peso, whatever you want to call it. But looks like this one was consolidating. So if you look at GBP AUD, for example, at what point would you no longer take that trade? It's around in one zone for quite a while. So you took these buys, or I'll probably be taking this one. I don't really trade consolidations that much, so I'll probably take this one, the first one. This one, not sure if I would have been entered. Well, probably this one I would have been entered. Again, this one I wouldn't be getting on, most likely, because I don't see the proper confirmation. But yeah, maybe so once or twice. Some people, they buy it till it breaks, but for me, I just once or twice is enough. Yeah, I actually didn't get on this last UCHF run. Looks quite nice. Let's see what's going on in equities. Any other questions, guys? Anything you need help with? Not much going on at Forex right now. Hopefully we can see some more. Like we need some volatility. That way the levels can recalculate. Need some support or resistance is broken. That should bring in some new opportunities. Because if you look at Euro USD, for example, let me switch back to Euro USD. You know, it's been in this range. So, you know, if there's a ranging market, price can't really, you know, create a new trading range, and we need a new range to create new opportunities. So you can see how Euro USD, for example, has been trading in this channel, upwards channel. So we need a nice breakout to the upside or the downside, and then we can get some new trade opportunities. So that's, you know, that's the same thing for the other markets. I don't know if GU has been the same. GU just broke out, so we'll see what it does. Maybe if it breaks this resistance here, we can see a long position come up on this neutral. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Personally, I'd love to see GU come all the way down to this level down here. That would be ideal. Here again, same thing. You can see how price has been in this box. So we took the high here, went down to test that neutral, and now we've been kind of trading in between for a couple of days. So we did a nice break to the upside. I did close my Alibaba trade. That was a good run. This is wrong. So I bought it on, yeah, so I bought it here on this support at 250, and then I closed it at 281. That was a good trade. So if I see now the break up above, which is this, a break above 290, then I'll buy it again to 312. So 312 is good resistance. But yeah, right now price is hovering above a neutral, which is good. But I just want to take off some profit. See what else is going on. Rashid asking GBP GPY analysis. Let me look at GBP GPY. This is a question that came in from Facebook. If you're not seeing this on Zoom, that was on Facebook. GBP GPY is, so we're waiting for price to come down into a long entry. But if we want to look at this on the 4-hour, we can check that out too. So price is sitting on resistance on 4, where it touched it. Depending if we see, we go back to the daily. So we broke this resistance here, this neutral. So we could see price go all the way up to the next TP, and then from there maybe we can see some more bears push price down. We've been a pretty good uptrend, so we would be nice to see some more bears to give us a larger retracement. That would be nice. But we do have some good support coming in here on GBP GPY. If we can get price to come down into this level, that would be nice. If not, if price keeps going up, we might be able to see that this long entry moves up into this next neutral level. We would need the levels to recalculate at that point. We'll see how it goes, but that would be a good trade if we can see this long entry go up to this neutral, and then we can buy it from here all the way up to this TP. Because we got some good resistance over here in this level. I think this is a pretty good resistance level. This was, last time price was at that level was, what was this? This was December 2019. So we're getting back to that level, and from there we might see some sellers come in. If we do see sellers come in at this level, on this resistance, a good buying level will be 140 or 137. But again, the algos can tell us if it's going to be a good opportunity or not. So we'll just keep an eye on it. Speaking of repeated trades, how can a new trader tell that a trade has been repeated and how many times? Let's have a look. So Euro CHF has been repeated multiple times, so we can use that as an example. What I like to do is expand this long entry box all the way across, and then you can see how many times it has been repeated. So you can do the same thing with the TP. So if we take this as a TP point, you can see how many times price hit that level. So, you know, this year, once price moved above this level, this would have been a first entry here. And then we pretty much almost hit TP here a few days after. Not quite, so we can say it didn't. So this would be your first TP here. And then we went down, got another entry here, and we got another TP here. And it went down again on this week. That would be another entry, went up again, hit TP again, and then a couple days later went down into a long entry again, and then around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days later hit TP again, almost hit TP3, not quite. So now this we got entry again, and we're almost about to hit TP again. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 entries, and yeah, 5 TPs almost. So that's quite a bit, just because price has been consolidating its range. That's why you see that. But that being said, that doesn't mean price can't go to TP3, because we had a nice bull run by consolidation, and now the next trade could be the next bull and bullish move to the upside again. Because usually if price comes in bullish into the consolidation, it'll go out the same way it came in. So if price comes in bullish, high chance it'll go out bullish again. But again, we don't know. So the reason why we have rules is so we can avoid bad trades. And historically speaking, the more often a level gets hit on strategy mode, the weaker the level can get, and eventually that level is going to break. We saw it on USD CAT a couple of months ago. If we look at this, you had kind of the same pattern. So this here was, or we kept buying this support so many times. So this was a long entry here, bought it here, bought it here, bought it here, bought it here, and eventually the support just broke and then it fell down. So it's not always the case, but that's why we avoid repeated trades, because eventually it's going to break. This was in April, March. Let's look at some more equities. Let's see. I think JP Morgan is this trade that's on strategy mode right now. Yeah, this already hit TP1, so this would be good. Another entry here. Let's check on McDonald's. Nothing here. Nothing here. Netflix. Nothing here. But that's a trade-off set up on X mode. It's looking good. Let's see what else we have. Nice, Tesla's already up 4% again. General Electric has one, but that's very wonky setup. This one's looking good. American Airlines. Yeah, with wonky, I mean it's the TP and NG were too close, so it's not worth setting up. Yeah, there's a few opportunities here, not too much. I think eBay had a short. Yeah, eBay has a short on. Mastercard is probably going to be a good buy when it comes down to the support of neutral. Looks very clean. Citigroup, I think we went through this one. This one looks good too. This is the one that was too close. General Electric. You can see how close your entry in the TPs are. I mean, it's a small cap too, so it's not the best buy. What was their high? It was 31, I believe. They do have a long entry on a weekly, but that it's going to take forever. I mean, that's pretty much it. Not a lot of questions today. Looks like not a lot of people were able to join. Again, if you have questions, put them into the chat and Telegram. If you guys have further questions, you can put them into the Telegram chat. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, put them into the comments. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. I'll see you guys in the Telegram, and make sure to check out the weekly trade review if you're looking for setups. Next week, we'll also be including some more markets, so equities, commodities, indices. We'll make sure to include those in the weekly trade review as well. Yeah, like always, my name is Patrick. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.